Bada bing, bada
Hey, you guys! Explosions.
Welcome back
Lots of effects.
to the best podcast in the entire multiverse.
I was just about to say that. The greatest, best podcast in the multiverse through all of the universes. String landscape, 10 to the 500 different possibilities. This one instance, this one podcast is the greatest one out there.
And pause right now so you can recognize our greatness. Appreciate us while we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Before we get to even...
Anyway.
No. More appreciation.
No.
Fit appreciation, as usual. We've brought this back.
All right.
Yes, you can go first.
You're right.
You can go first. Emery's wearing a nice Lacoste button-up today.
I was just going to comment on how hot it is today. So if you're watching the YouTube version and you see some pit stains, come on.
Yeah.
Be nice in the comment section. That's all I'm asking.
So you're not trying to show off your fit, bro? You don't care about your clothing, man?
Just some Sperry's,
Yeah.
Pretty simple fit.
I came with the elite color coordination today. So I'm wearing a NASA shirt which has the blue globe on it.
Damn.
I brought the LA Dodgers hat, and I'm also wearing some
not even a
Storm
baseball
blue
fan.
ones. I am not a baseball fan, but
It's
I
a
have
nice cap though.
too many baseball hats. I don't even know if I'm going to put it on today. But yeah, all right.
Oh.
Other than that, what else?
Did you get a
what else do
fresh
you have to
cut
do?
yesterday?
Dude. Okay.
Maybe let me get close for the fade. Maybe you can show yours.
No, I'm not showing mine. I need a cut bad. I'm gonna
Crispy.
stay my behind all the way back
Appreciate
here.
you, D. Shout
all
out
the
D.
way back here, bro. Because I could get a haircut every week, but I have driving anxiety. I have terrible driving anxiety to the point where I don't want to drive downtown to get a haircut.
How'd you get here?
Not that bad of driving anxiety. Below 55 miles per hour, I'm good.
Wait.
Once you get to 60, I start to
You go downtown for your haircuts?
Yeah.
He can't be that good.
Hey.
You see this crispy?
When your boy is looking
this
right,
crispy
he's looking
hairline?
right, though. He's
I got
looking
this 15
right.
minutes away.
He's looking right.
Okay.
But I'm about to grow my hair back out, actually, I'm about to go to a very cold area, and I need some more fur to keep me warm in these upcoming months. Plus, I know every 8 months I kind of switch it up. So.
Hey, you should edit a picture of you with your old crazy hairstyles onto the screen.
For sure. I mean, if you go back and watch episode 1 through 1, 2, 3.
But even middle
1
school.
1 through 5, really. Yeah.
Your hair was up here.
Oh, boy. Yeah, middle school. Those are the days, man. Anyway, enough of that stuff. As you guys know, when there's an empty chair right here,
you know exactly what that means.
Special people start to come in to the frame. But this one is even more special.
Extra special.
Because go ahead.
The first encounter I had with this person was at my high school graduation, actually. And I was just walking. It's nighttime at this point after we had graduated. Yeah. And I hear I hear I love your podcast. I'm like, what? I'm like, hey, no, they couldn't be talking to me.
What?
Because I have people recognizing me in public now.
Hey,
this is just strange. I'm a cool guy. I say this every episode, but I didn't think cool enough to that that range.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and it made me feel good.
It was an amazing feeling, and it's just man, look at life, man. It just, you feel with joy when you hear stuff like that, and there's people out there supporting what you do, because we put a lot of hard work into the show, man, and to get some of that back, man, it's awesome. But I've known this guest for a very long time, and I'm excited to have a good conversation and reconnect, and it's gonna be a great episode, man.
So, without further ado,
I'll
hit you with the drum roll.
Okay. She yells, "Hey!" but nobody heard her because.
Hey! Oh my gosh, in my voice. Okay, it's fine. Hey, I'm here now and I'm excited.
Hello.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Gaby, and people call me Gaby, so it's perfect.
Okay.
Nice name.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and then, all right, as you know, because you being an Enlightened Brothers super supporter, you know what question is coming.
Yes.
The infamous.
Oh, no.
Gaby, who are you?
Yes. I'm not even going to lie. I really hope this isn't embarrassing, but I was standing in front of my mirror this morning, and I was picturing this exact moment.
Yeah.
And I still haven't figured out a good answer,
Okay.
but I guess for like the sake of like you guys like in this show, like relative to you guys, I guess like Emery said, I'm not really like, I don't really know him a lot.
Yeah.
But we're like
we'll get to
friends,
know each other today.
And Caleb, I've known him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like a stranger, but not really a stranger.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
What else to say?
Okay.
Well, one correction. You're not a stranger at all.
No.
You're already a member of the Enlightened family.
Yay.
That's exactly why you're sitting here.
Just in our short time, like, setting up for this podcast, like, you've already given off, like, your awesome vibes.
Yeah.
So, like, it feels like a regular old day. So, yeah, we're going to keep going with, like, before we get into topics and stuff, you're about to be showered with an array of questions because it's get to know you time.
Okay.
Right? All right. So, what are your plans for... I see in your Instagram bio you were going to a school, right?
Yes.
So what is that school, and tell us about it.
I am going to the University of Kansas.
Okay.
Rock Chalk.
What?
No.
That's
like our cheer.
Rock Chalk.
I was gonna say
Chalk.
yeehaw.
Are you guys basketball fans?
Yeah.
I am a basketball fan.
Oh, do you know like the Kansas Jayhawks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's my team.
Okay.
Now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why Rock Chalk though?
You know what? I actually did learn. Okay, so whenever like the school is like first built, they use like chalk rock to like build a lot of the buildings.
Okay.
Oh.
And then the Jayhawk came about, and then they're like rhyming. So they're like rock, but they changed it, like flipped it, like Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Chalk Rock doesn't sound too sturdy.
Yeah, like chalk rock. Like who wants to cheer that?
Yeah.
Right.
And, Camp Rock. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I love
Yeah.
it. So, okay, so you're about to go to school. When do you leave?
I leave actually pretty soon, August 8th.
Whoa.
Yes.
I leave the
coming up.
15th of August.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad we were able to catch you because
Yes.
you're about to start transitioning. It's kind of weird for me seeing all these people go because I leave a lot later than everybody else. I don't leave until September 2nd, actually.
Dang.
Yes. So you guys will be in school, or you will be in school for almost a whole month before I even get started. But yeah, it's cool. So why'd you pick this school, and like what major are you gonna go into?
I picked this school because, well, first they offered me a scholarship, so.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, this has been rolling the entire time.
Yeah.
We are now back.
Nice.
So
Technical difficulties.
we cut off Gabby's storytelling a little bit, but what happened was Emery broke his microphone.
You know, sometimes the mic can't handle these godly vocals, so I think it's short-circuited.
But it needed the touch of another anointed computerized being.
Anointed?
Computerized being, that being me. And literally all I did was touch the microphone, and it came back to life. It came back to life.
Yeah, it's on.
And it is still on, and we are still recording.
Nice.
Yes.
But anyways, we left off at your scholarship.
Yes. The KU Excellence Scholarship.
Excellent. Nice.
Excellent. Yes. Very excellent.
So, do you know like the prerequisites for like receiving this scholarship?
I don't.
Oh, you just know you're excellent.
I guess I was just excellent.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know why I got it.
Yeah.
It just came in the mail one day, and I was like,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
So this was
That's
after
cool.
you applied?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, so then on to theater, right?
Okay, yes.
Did we? Was that whole theater section in there?
You know what? I don't know. We don't know really what was in the show. We kind of had a side conversation.
This might be a
so
repeat, might not.
All right.
say it again. What are you going to major in?
I'm gonna major in theater.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I guess I have to ask again. Why theater?
Okay. Well, do you guys play sports?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I played a lot of sports too, and I really like that too. But like, I guess theater, I don't know. It's just something about like stepping into like a character and like making that character like consume you.
Yes.
Like you're not like you anymore. Like when you step out on that stage, like you're this whole different character, and like that, I don't know. Like there's just something about that that's like I really love, and I feel like it's like the same if you like step on a field or a court or whatever.
One of my
you're,
first
like, I'm a
dreams
player right
was to
now.
be an
Yeah.
actor. That's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah.
So here
I know,
is
it's kind of like a childish dream, but
No, it's not. I think it's really respectable, actually.
Oh yeah, no,
it's awesome.
I think
I just sucked, you know. So you gotta play to your strengths.
I'm about to ask a tough question though.
Okay.
And this tough question is because I listen to people who talk about acting quite frequently, and you know I'm in a family of people who also enjoy like theatrics and stuff like that. But some they say actually that when one steps into another role, it's because they have like a sort of like altered sense of self, right? They don't identify with their self enough, therefore that...
Well, we haven't had one of those random bangs in a while.
There's a lot of random bangs. But they don't feel like they have enough self-identity, therefore they go out to, like, act out as these other characters. That is, like, some people who, like, hate acting, they'll have that criticism. So what is your response to that?
To, like, what?
Do you think that's the truth? Or is that true with you? Or
personally, I'm actually glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because I lack a lot of confidence. Like I don't know. I just don't have it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm like the youngest of 4 siblings.
Okay.
So like I've always been like kind of like in the shadows of them, you know. And like I'm just like I don't know if I'm ever gonna be like as good as them or like live up to whatever like they leave behind, whatever. But whenever I act, I'm like whatever like the character, like okay, for example, I recently did the play Clue, and I was Miss Scarlet, and she is like this really like independent, strong like woman, and like whenever I step into that character, like I get to become like confident and like independent.
That's interesting.
That's awesome.
Strong.
And you see that's I think it's truly amazing because you've sort of redirected a negative like criticism, right? And you turned it into something positive.
Right.
And you're using like this function to like basically add more tools to your toolkit. So now like in acting with acting through these characters, you're also adding this confidence to yourself in a sense, because like me and Emery Emery and I were talking about this in episode 23, also in episode 15, like when we fall in love with these like anime characters, or I fall in love with Sheldon Cooper, like we sort of like take pieces of them that we admire and like put it onto ourselves. But what makes you so special is that you're actually able to do it. Like you make it happen. And I think that's so special.
Thank you.
It's almost like that phrase, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
But like in this sense, I don't think it's like really faking, because you're making it your reality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like although these are like fictional characters, they're like everything fiction is based on something, like some aspect of reality.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's just like knowing what attributes you like in another person and like applying them to yourself. I was actually at the barbershop yesterday, and one of the guys, he was saying something like, a wise man learns from another person's mistakes.
Right.
So I think that kind of, it doesn't really apply to your situation, but like you're learning from others. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
for sure.
and we were talking about sort of, I was playing devil's advocate a little bit, and we had that one debate about like artificial experience and stuff like that. And this sort of points towards that, and it's just in its fundamental core, to make it simple, you're just taking from, you're using other means to like enhance yourself, for taking from all these different places. And that's what we all need to do. So like, that's why I think actors are so great, because we all need to be actors in a certain sense,
You know
right?
what you just explained?
What?
What is the purpose of our podcast? To learn from others, to take in all these other experiences and perspectives and make them our own. So you've just added acting to the repertoire of enlightenment.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Which is amazing.
Gaby, the OG enlightened sister.
Look at this.
That is crazy.
Impressive.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh man, I absolutely love it. So then, on the terms of enlightenment, another question that came to mind is, when did you start listening to this show?
Okay, well, I actually saw episode 1.
Wow.
Yes.
Give me some.
Oh my, yep.
Bam.
This way too.
Woo!
This way too. Look at that.
I follow you on Instagram.
Okay.
And I saw your podcast, like the Enlightened Brothers thing, on your story. And I was like, wow, that's so cool, because, and I got really interested because I like always wanted to start a podcast, but like I've just never done it.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is so cool. Like I know this kid, like and he's doing a podcast.
Yeah.
So like I watched it, and I'm not like the most intellectual person. Like I'm not super techie.
Yeah.
Like, science isn't my best subject. But, like, watching, like, the first episode, like, I learned. And I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. So, like, I kept watching.
That's awesome.
I learned more, you know.
That's awesome.
Oh, I absolutely love it.
And you said that you were interested in doing your own podcast.
Yeah.
If you were to do one, do you know, like, what it would, like, kind of be based around?
Yes. I was going to call it Gabbing with Gab.
Okay.
That is a great name.
What is the verb gabbing?
It's like, no, that's actually, that is the thing. Because,
For real?
It's like talking a lot. Like,
Wait, really?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
if
that's
that's like
fire.
the direct definition, but
That's
it's like
fire.
talking a lot.
Yo,
I know that because
trademark that. We might have to bleep it out until like you actually do it before someone steals that.
But I was gonna like tell like stories, cause for some reason like I'm like a I guess I'm sometimes awkward, and like some like awkward things happen, but like they're really funny to me. Like I don't know, like I just like
For example,
I'll be driving and you know like something will happen. Oh, actually, I have a funny story.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Tell.
Okay, well, one
tell.
time I was eating a banana in my car, and okay, I really hope that this isn't considered polluting, but I threw my banana peel out the window.
That is definitely considered polluting, and I will shame you with a stern look.
No, it's all right. I would have thrown it too.
I threw my banana peel out the window, but it
Why
landed.
would you do that?
No, guys, it landed on the windshield of the car behind me.
Yo, that's a movie joke, bro.
And I was like, oh no! But then they like sped up, like past me, and it was just literally just a bunch of like teenagers. And they were laughing, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, you are such a savage.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Gabbin with Gabby.
Gabbin with Gab, yeah.
Oh, Gabbin with Gab.
So like kind of keep that.
And
same
that's a
thing.
little promo.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think you should start it when you get
Should
the
I?
KU. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Definitely.
But
I'll take some.
see, I thought I was a savage with like my comedy. Like, if you don't know, in depending on how much you listen to the show, like I will bleep out a lot of stuff, and also many jokes that I do make are edited out of the show. And I thought I was a little bit of a savage, but when I hear about you throwing a banana peel out onto somebody's windshield,
They literally could have spun out.
they could have spun out.
I know.
They could have crashed
Could
into
have
you.
killed about 5 people with that banana peel. What if it went under their wheel and like the car slipped?
That would be terrible.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Lord.
That is funny.
That would have been funny, yeah.
That is
But
so
the
funny.
thing is, like, well, this might be selfish, but if I didn't throw it out, it probably would have rotten in my car because I don't clean out the trash a lot.
Oh, we're gonna have to check out your car after this.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, I don't know if you
We
want
might
to.
edit a picture of Gabby's.
Oh yeah.
To the video version.
That would be great. Oh my gosh. Okay, well then, on another end, we're shifting back to a more recently. You saw us at our graduation.
I did.
How was your graduation, and what do you have to say looking back on your high school experience?
My graduation was good. My graduation good. I graduated. Woo. I actually was a speaker. I like spoke at the graduation.
Awesome.
But it wasn't because I was like valedictorian or
Yeah.
anything. I was valedictorian. Anyway,
Wait, what?
I didn't know how to say it. I think
What
I said
were
it
you?
wrong.
No.
So
I wasn't
What'd
that.
you speak for?
I spoke because at St. John's you choose a speaker through like just trying out. Like you just try out, and then like the student body will vote, and then the teachers will vote.
So you wanted to speak.
So I wanted to speak.
That is
yes.
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. What'd you speak about?
I actually did kind of like a rhyming thing. So
Gabbin with Gab.
Limerick.
I like started off and I was like, I wanted to go through like memories that I made with all of you, and like I rhymed something with you.
Yeah.
But then I like said everyone's, because our class is not like big at all. It's like 60 people.
Oh, okay.
So
60?
I said, it's like 60.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you
I
knew
know.
everyone, huh?
Yeah. So I said like everyone's name and then like a memory I had with them or like
Wow.
something special about them, and then like it rhymed with like the next. Like
That's
the last
awesome.
one.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Claps for that.
Yay.
Claps for that. So us three up here are all speakers actually, because like all three of us gave speeches at graduation ceremony. So that is cool. Yeah, we did it. We actually didn't do it at our official graduation. Actually, Emery did. I did it. But we did like we had our own individual speeches at
Did you even
baccalaureate.
call mine a speach?
Yeah, yours wasn't even a speech.
just
Yours was
introduced
just
people.
you were just introduction. Yeah. But anyway, continue on your high school experience. Yes.
Well, looking back, there was a lot of times where I actually wanted to go back to Oakleaf. But I guess I'm glad I stayed at St. John's. I am glad I stayed at St. John's.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, like, small, like, the pool of students was, it did give, like, everyone a chance to, like, get to know everyone like, better, and be, like, more connected.
Absolutely.
Awesome,
yeah, and for anybody confused, Gaby lives by us. Therefore, she would like your zone to go to Oakleaf. Oakleaf is the high school that me and Emery went to, but she ended up going to St. John's Country Day, which is how far away? Like 45 minutes to an hour?
It's not super far. It's
really?
Like 30. I'd
30?
probably say like 30
oh,
minutes.
Okay.
When did school
Maybe
start
like
there?
20 on a good day.
20 on a good day. Wow.
Did it start like at 7 in the morning?
It actually started at 8:15 and then ends at 3:15.
Dang.
Yeah. It was weird.
I'm so glad we had like it was an early release, but we got out like 1:40.
Yeah, sheesh, you're spending your whole country day at that school.
That was good.
Yeah, for real. Cause and like my last year, like I didn't have a sixth period. So sorry, I didn't have a sixth period, so I was at school from 7:20 to 12:45 every day. So very short.
Meanwhile, I had every single period, so I was there from 7:20 to 1:40. But it was fun.
Yeah. But anyway, so do you have any regrets from high school?
I don't know. Regrets. I mean, that's a tough question.
Well, if you don't, that's good.
That's good if you don't.
I mean, I'm sure I have a bunch of regrets. I quit my junior year. I quit soccer.
Oh, I forgot you used to play soccer.
I have been in soccer for such a long time. But St. John's soccer is like super competitive.
Oh, yeah.
They're like 15 in a row state champs.
Wow.
15 years in a row. And anyway.
Hold on now. Aren't you guys like isn't it like a private school kind of thing? So y'all are state champs, but like.
Oh yeah, our class, like we're like
the competition
class 2 or something. Yeah, the competition isn't like we're like it isn't. It's
still a flex.
It's still a flex.
But they're like they do need to get into a different.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you have any rings?
I do. I have 2.
Wow, that's cool. I wish I had a state
championship.
champion.
But guys, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I didn't really deserve. Like I didn't earn them. Like I didn't play in our state championship.
Girl,
game.
I would be.
Are you
those rings?
Oh, what? You still have the ring.
Bro.
You still went through all the practices. Are you a striker, midfield, or
I played
backfield?
wing. I played left wing. It's like it's kind of like a striker. It's like forward, but like on the side, not on the center.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's what. Let's see if I know a soccer player that plays left wing.
Mbappe.
Mbappe? No, I don't think he. Mbappe? Oh, it's Messi, does he play that? No.
Messi plays. I think he plays striker.
I'm about to get canceled.
Oh,
wow. Do you keep up with soccer? Like professionally?
No, I don't.
Oh, really? Actually, just recently, Nigeria was going against the USA in soccer, and actually, the Nigerian team beat our soccer team.
Basketball, bro.
What? Huh?
That was basketball, buddy.
I don't know.
Does he not sound
Niger.
crazy? Okay, no. Oh yeah, okay. So Emery posted this fake news story on his on his Instagram story that in some universe out there, Nigerian basketball team beat the USA basketball team.
Ladies and gentlemen, a patriot in denial.
Are you trying to tell me that somebody else outside of the USA beat the boys in basketball?
What boys?
We are the boys. USA.
You know who was on that roster?
Who?
A Nigerian.
Oh, Bam.
Bam.
Oh, that is the hurt though. I mean, y'all beat us, but
bro,
in soccer though,
that's a fake USA roster.
Yeah, I mean,
he was born here.
I don't mind losing in soccer, but y'all didn't beat us in basketball.
Okay,
there's no way that did not happen. I'm
whatever makes you sleep.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's all right, bro.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh boy. All right. Well, is there any other questions that you want to ask Gaby before we get into the show?
I did, but I'll ask them as we get into this.
As we get on? Okay, so do we want to start with topics now?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So now, on to the topics, my friends.
Down to the meaty stuff.
My topic is very deep today. I don't know if we need to start with it, but we can if we want. But it'll take time, and it'll take lots of thinking and lots of contemplation. So we can start off with the hard topic, or we can get into the more newsworthy topics that Emery has.
Gabby, we'll let you choose. What would you like to do?
Let's just dive right into the hard topic.
All right.
Okay.
Daredevil right here.
All right. So the trend over the last few episodes has been, or my philosophy to it has been basically pulling individual topics that we've talked about for maybe 10 to 20 minutes on and scattered amongst many episodes and combining it into one. So like episode 24, it'll be out by the time we release this. Episode 24 talked about the end of the universe. Gabby doesn't know that yet. But we picked up pieces from things I've said before. The episode 23 talking about the origins of COVID, that was always talking about we've had many COVID discussions leading up. Whether it's multiverse theory, whether it's what other physics things have I done? Or computational consciousness and BCIs and all these things. Will you put the chip in your brain? All of these types of questions. A lot of them lead up to this fundamental point. And this topic actually is more relatable to us than any other topic we've talked on, the Enlightened Brothers, before, because it literally is us. So if you have not depicted it before...
You wrote your entire topic on me, bruh. Sweet, bro.
You're quick at the mouth. Nice, I like that. No, today we are talking about consciousness, my friends. So this is going to be very deep. So before, like I always like to do, before I dive into what I view consciousness to be, what do you guys view consciousness to be?
Consciousness. Well, Gabby, you weren't here for the last episode, and it hasn't been uploaded yet, but we got into a bit of a discussion about the soul.
Yeah.
And what that contains. And we all kind of agreed that it was a culmination of your mind, your actual brain functions, and just your essence of being your not your body, but you know what I'm saying, just what makes you.
Okay.
And I think the consciousness is within the soul, and it's what allows us to have free will, make our own choices, and separates us, gives us our individuality from each other.
Okay.
It's just our marker, what makes us us.
Okay. Gabby, anything?
Okay. I guess when I think of consciousness, I always think of that little voice in the back of my head.
Okay.
I don't know, in times of trouble,
yeah,
what should I do?
Right.
Or even if you're making a decision, should I eat spaghetti or a burger?
No, that's perfect. No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover all of that stuff pretty quickly, okay? So, for one, consciousness is basically the number one function that is the functional backing of all of our perceptions, is what I wrote down here, right? So, I talked about before, any physical phenomena that we feel, or anything we see, or anything we say, or anything we think, it seems to all be functionally backed by how our brain perceives things and how ultimately our consciousness works through us. But what Emery was talking about, and you a little bit, it's sort of a Rene Descartes philosophy, which is mind-body dualism. So that our mind, our consciousness, in Emery's case, our soul, is a bit separated from our body. It's as if our body is a vessel, and
a puppet, and we're the puppeteer above ourselves.
Yeah, there's a little monkey inside of you, playing with a video game controller, right? So I don't know. It's interesting, and there's subjectively, it feels a little bit more like that. I said this last episode. Actually, I feel like there's me. So if I take this consciousness, whether I put myself inside of a cloud, inside of a digital cloud, inside of a computer, or if I live inside of some Hulk hands, I still feel like I am me. So this is more of a dualism. But when I go into research and I start thinking about, okay, well, everything in a scientific point of view comes from physics. Well, it seems it shouldn't be this dualism. It seems like it should all be the same. The problem with physics, and I'm going to go into the individual physical properties of the brain, right? But the problem that physics has is that if we all come from the Big Bang, then what distinguishes my consciousness from the consciousness of an alien, from the consciousness of a lizard, right? Mm-hmm. What that seems to be is biology. But I've been ineffective in my research in finding that the distinguishing point between physics and biology. I don't have enough biological knowledge to be like, okay, this goes a little bit beyond physics, and this is what gives us this is what allows us to talk here and lizards not having this conversation.
You know what's kind of interesting?
Yeah.
Like if we all originated from the same thing, mm-hmm. wouldn't that make all of our minds kind of connected with each other?
That is an amazing point. Chain link. That is an amazing point, and I love how like your intuition, Emery, is honestly like I'm gonna rant on your parade, but your intuition is honestly unmatched because
Sorry,
a lot of the stuff I get comes from me just like, I read a lot, right? So then I'm like, oh, this sounds amazing. But for you to not even have, maybe, I don't know if you've read about this before, but for you to just have the thought, like, that is special in itself,
You're
right?
Gonna make me blush, man.
So the consciousness may be an eminent property from our social substrate. In simple terms, consciousness may not be because electrons are bouncing around. It may not be because all our neurons and synapses are firing and it's this intricate connection, right? It may just be because since we all come from the same thing, we all together survive on this cloud and we communicate to each other through consciousness. That may be the possibility, and honestly, that sounds like one of the most beautiful ways of describing it, and also that may be the most likely, because none of the quantum mechanical ways of describing the brain have been proven so far. Mm-hmm. I'm big on quantum mechanics. I'll tell you that everything that's happening right now functions through quantum mechanics, but nothing has been proven yet.
You know how people say that they can like read your mind by like analyzing your like little body movements and like how you're acting?
Yeah.
Maybe that's like an innate telepathy kind of.
Yeah. That may be a form
can like just feel.
Yeah, no, that's true. That if we are connected that way, then there should be some sort of like a little bit of randomness to it, and like a little bit, like a few occurrences here and there where people are like, well, this is freaky. Like, this is why we talk about miracles and we talk about, oh my gosh, he read my mind, right? Because most of it, like, oh my God, he read my mind. Like that, most of that is like just classical physics at work and like people not really understanding the mathematics of it. But, you know, there are certain things that happen and it's like, okay, this is really crazy. Yeah. So moving on, a big factor of what we're going to talk about today is called the hard problem of consciousness, which highlights this term called qualia. And qualia is basically our subjective quantum experience, right? So
quantum.
You could put quantum in front of anything, right? I smell something, you smell something, you smell something. It could be different, all right? We could see things, it could be different. Like, or we could perceive time differently. It's basically our subjective experience of reality. So that's really what we're trying to get to today, and we're really trying to find the differences. Because where we're going to be able to describe this thing is where it differs, right? So it differs in, like, our subjective experience. It differs between alive and dead. Like, because what is the fun, like, when somebody's alive and then when somebody is dead, what do you guys see as the difference between those two people?
Breathing.
What do you see?
Heartbeat.
Brain functions.
Brain function, right? So, like, ultimately, it's consciousness, right? Because if that dead person was conscious, then, well, he would still be alive. It's like when people say, oh, he's unconscious. Yeah. So consciousness seems to be that, like, fundamental point. And before I dive into the actual quantum mechanics of this, there's one more physical or like, I guess, like, principle within physics that some physicists do not like, and other physicists seem to think this is the only answer. Because, like I've said many times, the goal of physics is to describe the whole universe in an equation that's about an inch thick, right? So where are we going to find this equation? Well, some people believe in something called the anthropic principle, right? And the anthropic principle basically goes like this. You can theorize any universe that could could happen. The universe can start in any way, right? But the universe has to start in a specific way. Our universe has to start in a specific way and has to be carried out in a specific way that will be suitable for life to be born, because we are life that is born. So regardless of whatever theory you have about the universe, it has to be conducive with the fact that there is life. What do you guys think about that? Basically, I think, therefore I am, which was also said by Rene Descartes. So what do you guys think about that?
Who said that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything that can really refute that, because
we are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean.
Yeah.
You guys said it all.
Right. I feel yeah. So I think it's so interesting, but a lot of physicists see it like, oh my gosh, you're just butting out of the game. Like, we're supposed to be working hard at our equations. You're basically giving up here. I don't know if this is giving up, because like
some things are just that simple.
Yeah. And there are ways of like, because it seems like our universe is like fine-tuned. Like it almost seems as if there was a conscious being behind our universe that was choosing the fundamental constants, right? That was choosing the speed of light to be 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. That was choosing the Higgs boson, or the Higgs field, to have this certain strength within our universe, right?
God, perhaps?
Could be God, right? So this fine-tuning of the universe, right? That seems to be it. That seems to be it. But yeah, and I don't know. I think there's 2 ways of attacking it. One way is saying, okay, our universe is fine-tuned. There was a conscious being behind it, right? There was a man in the sky that said, I'm going to turn this dial here, this dial here, this dial here. I'm going to place Earth in the exact spot to where the sun isn't evaporating all of our waters and making humanity never exist. Yeah. But I'm also not going to put it too far away that we are living in Alaska.
Hold on, attack helicopter. Wait, why? Alaska?
Yeah.
You throwing shots, bro?
Yeah, I'm throwing shots.
Right.
I'm messing. We'll wait for this plane. Or the other one is when I gave a little hint at the beginning when Emery was talking about the greatest podcast in the multiverse. I saw something just scurry amongst us. Must have been a bug. Anyway, I said 10 to the 500, right?
I thought that was just an exaggeration.
Nope, it is an insane number of string theory It's called the string theory landscape. Basically,
look at this man doing some planning ahead. That was nice.
Yeah. So
you slid.
Basically a number representing all of the possible universes that could happen, right? And the only way most physicists will say, okay, our fine tuning is responsible due to the fact that every possible configuration occurs. Therefore, we're not special. It's just we are one of the occurrences of the trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions. I'd be here for an hour saying trillions upon trillions, right? Out of all those universes, we are just one, and we just happen to be what is that? Is that Goldilocks and Three Little Bears talking about the porridge that's just right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. I was making sure. We just happen to be Goldilocks, okay?
Have you done a Goldilocks play before?
No, I have not.
Really?
Goldilocks, no.
We have to go over the plays, right?
Do a skit.
Do you think you would be Goldilocks or a bear?
You would definitely be a bear.
You don't know. What do you think?
I'd probably go for Goldilocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you dye your hair blonde or wear a wig?
Wear a wig.
Yeah, maybe a wig.
Have you ever dyed your hair before?
I've never dyed my hair before.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
I was born blonde.
I guess
I dyed it black.
I've actually contemplated about dyeing my hair before, though.
Yeah?
I kind of want to go blonde, but also I'm like,
Well,
it is a big jump.
On that point.
Billie Eilish went blonde.
I know.
Very
and she
beautiful
had dark
girl.
hair before, too. So I was like,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Billie. Why not? Okay, anyway.
Billie's actually my nickname. But, okay.
Explain that nickname.
Why is my nickname? Did you know my nickname was Billie?
I saw on your, whenever.
Was that
you were,
yours?
DMing me,
Oh,
it
yeah.
said Billie, and
Yeah.
I was like, who's this? Oh, wait.
It's Billie because I'm the goat.
Billy Goat.
Oh, Billy Goat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway.
To this.
On to this. So we're going to actually use you as an example here, Gabby.
Okay.
So when we talk about consciousness, the big thing, and actually Emery brought this up, props to him again, the big thing is, I don't really care about consciousness. other than what it has to do with free will. Free will is a major thing that we have to talk about here. So free will, do we have it or not? For one, do you guys believe we have free will? Do you believe that you honestly decided not to dye your hair blonde?
I guess. I mean, consciously.
Yeah.
I was
nice. Yeah.
Like there was like a little thing in my head. It was like, maybe it's not gonna look good. Maybe people aren't gonna like it.
Yeah.
Like, is this stupid? How much money is it gonna cost? You know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of factors went into it. I mean, obviously, I didn't dye my hair blonde.
Right.
Yet. Maybe, I don't know.
So you feel
but I don't
choice.
know. Like that's an interesting question. Like
Right.
maybe. I mean, I feel like I'm just like I don't know if I want to do it yet.
Yeah.
But maybe there are factors that I'm just like.
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, I know you absolutely believe in free will, right?
Nah.
You don't?
Actually.
What has happened to Emery?
Oh no.
Oh, he's about to make a joke.
Don't make me laugh. This is kind of serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being controlled, you know?
Gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't say it like that. Yeah.
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 Right?
Sometimes I just wake up and I can feel strings from my back, like somebody's tugging my arm to go up, making me brush my teeth against my will.
Yeah.
I've been a lot on school days actually, you know, I'm really groggy
Uh-huh.
and
that.
somebody's just moving my legs, but I'm dead inside, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I have wrestled with this free will topic many a times, right? And what do I think? I give it a near 50-50 shot that we have free will. I give it near a 50-50 shot because it's hard for me to decide. What do I think? I think society functions better if we believe that we have free will. Because if we believe that we have free will, then we're able to lock up criminals for killing, right? Because if not, if we believe, they were preordained to kill, then we are like, it's not their fault. But if you ask any physicist, or most physicists, many physicists, they would say free will is an illusion. And this is because this may function off of two different things. One may be Newtonian classical mechanics. Basically, Newton's view of the universe was that at the Big Bang, or in the beginning, right, in the creation, whatever you believe about the start of the universe, there was a clock, right? And all he did was press start on that clock. And then the universe has been evolving since then, right?
Playing out.
But there is an end to that clock, and there's a defined end to that clock, and there's a knowing of that clock, right? So if you know the start and the end, therefore there is no free will to function within the middle of this, right?
If you think, can you even really prove free will? Because anything, you can think if you think about a fate, and your destiny, and you know it's gonna occur, you could think that you can go against that. But what if that's all part of your action going against what you think is the future is actually the correct path?
Well, yeah, you can keep logically deducing it over and over. Therefore, when human language doesn't quite work out, that's when we go towards mathematics, and that's why I've done so much research on the physics of what's going on inside my brain, or inside our brain. So I'm going to move on to the class of reductionism, right? Reductionism is basically the thought that any complex system is the sum of its simpler individual parts, right? So the fact that you have brown eyes, or the fact that you have a grip on your microphone right now, anything can be reduced to basically some people believe zeros and ones, or smaller parts down to a fundamental point of view. And this whole class of reductionism is what birthed quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics being the study of the very, very, very small. And as I talked about in episode 10, for people, because by now if you listen, you've at least heard something about quantum mechanics. We know that quantum interactions function through these probability waves, right? So quantum particles move in probability. These probability waves are modeled by the Schrodinger equation, right? So there's all these possibilities that something happened. I always like to say there's a possibility that if I keep doing this, if I wait until the end of the universe, right, and I just keep doing that, there's a small mathematical possibility that
bro, we get it, man.
my hand will slip through this desk, right? There's a possibility that Emery will just explode right now, right? All of his atoms,
be a cool way to die.
All of his atoms will just rush out, right? There's all these interesting, cool little possibilities. It's not everything, but it has to deal with chemical and physical configurations, right? But what classically we believe to happen is a conscious being, an observer, causes the wave function, all these possibilities to collapse into one function, or into one occurrence. Sorry, right? So if I turn around here, I am not sure that you guys are actually behind me. It could just be a simulated universe, right? Now, even if Gaby decides I hate Caleb and I'm going to punch him in the back of the head, like, I still don't know if that's actually her or that's just, computer pixels and like a force mechanism pushing my head down, right? But as soon as I turn around and I see your beautiful faces, right? Appreciate
it, bro.
Right? As soon as I turn around and see that, like, that is me observing and all these different possibilities collapsing into a wave function, right? So that has interesting implications if this is true, right?
Did you hear anything he said, like, when he was turned around? I felt like time kind of froze.
All right. Okay. So physics struggles with defining what the observer is, but assume this observer is us, right? Well, if it is us, if physics functions off of quantum mechanics are these probability waves, and it's us, the observer, that causes this wave function to collapse. Does that mean our mind is actually the force of the universe? What do you guys think? Can we affect our universe with our consciousness? Go ahead.
Isn't that what we do every day?
How so?
The world functions on how we interact with the world.
Okay.
And that interaction is based off our consciousness.
Yeah, that is true. That is a good point. But, like, even at the fundamental sense of I think, therefore it can happen, like manifestation, like, do you try to manifest things?
Okay. Real quick side note.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched the show Manifest?
No, you're the third person to bring that up.
Guys,
have you watched it?
I'm on the second season.
Well, dang.
You love it, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I have to start it. I haven't started it yet.
It's like,
have you finished it?
I'm getting close, I think. I think I might still be on the second season. It might be the third. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I just get lost in it.
Okay.
But
I
know the third season isn't on Netflix.
Yeah.
So are you watching it on Netflix?
Okay, so it's the third. Well, I know it's on Hulu, and I have Hulu. But so I'm still watching on Netflix, so I'm still on the second season.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, I have to watch this show. You're the third person to bring this up, so now we have to watch it. Yeah.
Like, this is, I feel like.
Yeah.
I took a break. I should get back into it. It was really good.
It's really good.
I'm watching Breaking Bad right now.
But anyway, do you like practice like manifestation?
Oh, okay. Well, I will write like affirmations.
Okay.
But I also like, I don't know if this is the same thing, but like sometimes if I'm like sitting in my bed and I'm like, man, I'm really thirsty right now. And I'll think of like walking down the stairs and going get water. And I'm like, can I picture myself doing that right now? Mm-hmm. And like, sometimes I'm like, I don't really picture it right now. So I'm just like, I'm not getting it. But like sometimes like, yeah, I picture myself like literally getting up right now.
I know
and going.
Exactly what you're
talking
about.
So then I'm like, all right, I'll go then.
Huh.
So I don't like, it's kind of weird.
It's like kind of like simulating what it would be like a simulated experience in your head. And then you're like, do I want to execute this? You weigh the pros and cons of it. Yeah.
I'm like,
this has interesting implications towards free will, right? So, like, again, because our brain is acting very quick, right? I can't imagine us as these beings truly being like, okay, I'm going to start an imagination function of me going to get water downstairs, right? Like, I can't imagine us like having that quick thinking, like to the point where that's so interesting. That's so interesting. To where we can conjure up these imaginations. Or if we don't have free will, is it just this clock that has been evolving over time in the universe that's like, okay, Gaby, now you're going to imagine this thing. And that maybe that is the illusion of what free will may be. I don't know. But yeah, affecting the universe, right? Because there are all these books out there that are like, I actually bought one back in the day before I became like studying physics and stuff like that. He actually like claimed to be like one who studies physics and all of this stuff, right? And he was like, through quantum mechanics, right? Using this Copenhagen point of view, you can collapse the wave function, right? So if you can do that, then if you believe in your heart so much, then or in your head so much, you can create anything that you want in this world, right? Do you guys see this as a reality or no? Like if I'm like, I truly believe I'm going to be an NBA All-Star, right? Then like purely by like consciously like believing in it so much, do you think I can actually create that reality?
Well, I ask you this. Do you believe in the social food chain? Kind of like those that put in more effort will be rewarded by their efforts? Going all the way up to like from like maybe like people in poverty to like world leaders?
I do. I believe in it for myself because, you know, those are types of things we tell ourselves in order to make ourselves work harder, right? But there's also environmental aspects to that. But also, I'm a big proponent on not complaining but overcoming your environment. So I believe it's at a certain point, right? I always tell people, like, you know, like when the Ivy League stuff was rolling around and like this podcast things and like when people give me praise in certain ways, and I don't necessarily take it because I see it more as a duty, like more as a thing I have to do, right? Because I don't have the same environmental hardships as others may have. There are countless stories of people that have to eat one meal a day, or when it rains on their head when they're sleeping, right? Like, I don't necessarily have to deal with that stuff. Ergo, like, I have more room to do these amazing things. So I feel that as a duty, right? So like when it comes to the social food chain stuff, I feel like due to circumstances, people are put in different spots, right? But in some ways, like physics, right? I don't care if you are put like in a physics family, like maybe not that, but like if you're rich or you're poor, like the more you study physics and like if you like believe in what you're doing, like the more you read, like the better you're going to be. So there's certain places, basketball, like there's certain places, like if you work your behind off at it, like it doesn't matter where you come from.
Right. I know you watched the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
Gabby, I don't know if you're like
are you an anime
fan.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No, it's not. But go ahead.
in the recent movie, at the end, you remember when Rengoku spoke to his mom?
Yeah.
In a flashback, she told him that he was born like stronger than others, so he had like a duty to work for those, work for and protect the people that didn't have as much as him.
Yeah.
In this case, I think our strengths are where we're born, what we're entitled to, and like what we're exposed to. That could be like better than others. So you're right about that duty thing. Yeah. I think that you should take advantage of all the assets that you're given to make the most of what you're given.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I also think like people also put in like positions, I guess like of poverty too. Like they all, I mean, like, okay, let's say a rich kid and then like middle class kid. Rich kid doesn't have to work. Okay. Like their parents pay for everything, whatever. Middle class, I mean, maybe lower class, whatever. Like they'll get a job or something and they work and then they still gain like worldly experiences like through that work and like through that job. So like I feel like even if they're lower on money, they have like maybe even more in like experience. Like,
there's
like
always something someone else lacks. Like, you always see like in like stories that the rich person they have it all but they feel like they're missing something. And like
wait, what'd you say?
Like
they're all it's like
they have money but they're
and
not
then
happy.
and they envy the person that society views as beneath them because they have like maybe those emotional they have more like emotions that they'd like to possess themselves.
And that is the essence of our show, because in finding enlightenment, that's why I love our show so much, right? Like in finding enlightenment, right, or in enlightening others, right? One way to get there is basically completely destructing social hierarchy. It's basically not caring, because whether I'm a pastor or I'm an NBA basketball player or I'm a bagger at Kroger's or whatever, right? Like escaping that feeling of, oh, I bag at Kroger's, therefore I am lower or I'm a lesser of a person than LeBron James. If you can escape this, then that's one I guess like ribbon you can add to your suit or whatever. I don't know. Like one medal you can have, right, towards enlightenment, right? So yes, absolutely. Like you need to break down that social hierarchy and basically find your own inner purpose and then just only function through that.
Yeah. Back in I don't remember what episode I said it, but I said something like, there are some people who are like born special.
Yeah.
And through our other episodes and just like thinking, I think I was kind of wrong there. I think we're all born like with the equal capabilities, but we're not born with equal aspirations. So there are like people that will like live their lives not really wanting to achieve anything, therefore they won't achieve anything. But they have the ability to if they felt it was necessary. And we have the go-getters, the people that actually do it, and they get to those, like, that's what builds the social hierarchy.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all equal from birth, but it goes from there.
Yeah, in many ways.
At least within ourselves, not environmental.
Right, yeah, and not environmental and not biological, because like all three of us aren't equal. We are not born the same as LeBron James, who can dunk from the free throw line, right? But in certain ways we are. Crap, what was the other thing I was going to say? I had a grid point, but I forgot what it was. Oh, Willie. I forgot.
He breaks out into British when he lacking on
really. Oh, do you have a good British accent?
I actually played Wendy in Peter Pan, so I had to have a little British. Okay, what should I say?
Wanko. I don't know.
I actually said that whenever we were rehearsing, my teacher got mad at me.
Oh.
Just
I
do
don't know
it.
if that's like a bad word.
I don't know. Just do it randomly. Like,
all right.
I'm gonna
I'll
ask you a question.
I'll like put in as we go through the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
for sure. No, I just think, like, I don't know. That's why I love our consciousness talks, right? Because I think it's all very interesting because it's so relatable to us.
We all have a take on it.
Yeah.
Because that's how we've lived our entire lives.
Absolutely. Well, since I forgot what I was going to say, then that's why, I place parts of my brain digitally onto the computer to keep us on track, right? So now where we're going to get to is the measurement problem of quantum mechanics, right? So most physicists don't believe that I turn around and I see you, I make you guys real, right? They don't see this Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics to be correct, right? So there's many different ways of analyzing what actually happens. But the one I favor, and the one I think is I pretty much only favor because I think it's the coolest, is the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics.
Here we go again.
And I've talked about this before. So if you haven't heard, go back, rewind to when I introduced this quantum mechanics discussion, and remember that it's just this probability wave, right? There's all these things that could happen, right? Your choices, right? You choose whether to eat, what did you say, burgers?
Or spaghetti.
Burgers or spaghetti, right? So these are other possibilities where you decide to eat burgers, spaghetti, or your own feet, right?
Everyone's choosing feet, right?
Uh-huh.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, her
We're
own
on the
feet.
same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
We're all,
Keep it rolling.
Anyway, so there are all possibilities, right? Like the possibility that, like, yes, you will literally break your spine to eat your own foot, right? Unless you're that flexible, right? There are all these. Yes, you're funny. There are all these possibilities, right? The many worlds interpretation, and it's not really as crude as this, but the many worlds interpretation doesn't say this, but this is what comes out of it, right? It says that the quantum wave function never collapse. All these possibilities happen in their own individual substrates, right? These just happen to birth other universes, okay? So there is a universe in which my hand goes to the desk. There is a universe where I decide to put this hat on and not keep it on my knee, right?
Yeah.
If our brain functions are all quantum mechanical, right?
I meant to ask this before. What do you think? Do you think there are numerous, like, alternate universes?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I do.
Oh, okay, awesome.
There's, like, our Earth is, like, huge.
Yeah.
Even, and, like, that's just Earth.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those videos where you start with, like, a person's eye, and then it, like, goes above, and then they're in the backyard, and then it's the house, and then it's the whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's, like, the Milky Way?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Maps.
Yeah.
No, but, like, those videos, Okay, well, like, I think about that, and I'm like, there's no way there's not anything else.
Right.
And there's not. Like, I think, like, what if there's just, what if we're doing this, like, exactly this? Like, there's, like, we're all together, but, like, in a different universe. Like, that's crazy, I think.
Both of you guys are so special.
But in that universe, I have blonde hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Because you would have before.
Uh-huh.
And then you're talking about dyeing your hair to, what, brunette?
Hey, this
here.
this here is big, though. This here is big. For one, you are special as well because I love your intuition on this because, like, because this is exactly what I was going to get into. But you went on to another point. So you're making my head spin here right now. Like, so the fact that you said, right, because I wrote in bold, what are the implications of this many worlds thing being true, right? So you said, oh my gosh, this is big, this is big, this is big. You said in this other universe, right, that your hair was blonde, right? The original question, dang, I'm such a goat with this because I asked you this before. I'm going to ask you this question again, right? So that decision to dye your hair blonde, was it really a decision? Because if there are multiple universes out there, one in which your hair is the same, blonde, pink, whatever, right? Are we deciding, or are
That's how the universe was mapped out then.
Or was it mapped out to where we just happen to be getting into one of these many individual universes? That is crazy. That
eliminates the butterfly effect. That just says that all of these, there are all these universes that are operating in a linear function.
Yes, right.
And there's no real choice in your individual universe. That's just how it is.
You just happen to be thrown off into one of these many worlds, right?
That's wrong.
That could be one. Ooh. That could be one. Oh my gosh, getting text. So, right? That could be one. Or maybe our brains are that powerful, right? Maybe we do have free will. And maybe we are literally like humans would be the ultimate superpowers if this was the truth, right? Maybe we literally, and this is based off pure thought, right? Not mathematics. Maybe we will find the mathematics here. I'm backtracking a lot. Sorry, I'll get to the point. Maybe we are the constructors. Maybe we are the artistic geniuses of our reality, and we are the ones that shift ourselves in between these many worlds, right? Because like there is only one past self, right? But there are multiple yous in the future,
does that say
right?
That
yeah.
Wow. So that kind of says that we phase through these universes.
Yes. In these universes, some people believe that these universes will never have coherence again, and they will never mash together again, and that they are forever gone from each other. But there are other people that believe that in some multiverse theories that since it's just these small discrepancies, mathematics brings us back. Sometimes these universes come together again. Sometimes they separate. Like I just think that's a really cool. Like that, I think the many worlds interpretation. That in terms of consciousness, if consciousness is quantum, then there has to be there has to be a many worlds of our brain as well.
So what if?
Yeah.
So like, you know how people say we live in our own worlds?
Yeah.
And like some people, I think they're the main character of their own world. What if you are? And what if like we all make our own decisions, which formulate our own universes, vice versa?
Yeah. I actually think about this a lot. Sometimes I'll like get a little dizzy when I'm looking in the mirror because I'll just think of all of the different realities of me looking in the mirror. One where I raise my right hand, and then on the other side of me, they're raising their left hand, right? I have like, this is like my imagination going crazy, right? But I also think like, just because like I live such a blessed life, and it's like, I don't have to go through like my parents having to die, and like I don't have to go with the fact like I have 2 arms, 2 legs. Like I live such a blessed life, and sometimes I think like maybe I am in an alternate universe where everything just goes right for me. Like I honestly think that because I can't fathom, and maybe this just shows how grateful I am, but I can't fathom a universe in which like there's all these bad things happening to other people, right? People's dads leaving them, people's parents dying, people's like all these like unfortunate situations. I can't imagine a universe where like I don't have to deal with any of that. Like
heaven on earth, huh?
Yeah, it's heaven on earth, right? Maybe I'm in heaven right now. I don't know. I just think like the many worlds perspective of this is like I think it's super cool, and like I think it has like boundless implications of like how we can analyze like our own consciousness.
You know what, bro? I totally agree.
Yeah,
with everything you said.
Awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you're in agreement. Let's see. Should I bring up one more crazy thing, or should I get back to, or should I bring up? Okay. Here's the problem, right? The problem is with coherence. So we would love to believe that there are these many world states to all of like our brain functions. And maybe there is, but when looking for consciousness, this is what leads us to believe that there's something else. So, for us to be able to like think and like make these decisions and stuff, we need coherent thoughts, because these like many worlds splitting apart, right? They split apart like quicker than I can snap, like quicker than we can even think. So if these universes are splitting quicker than we even think, quicker than our neural processes are even happening, then can we even have neural processes that happen at all? Like if the universe is split before my one neuron sends a message to another neuron, then that can't even happen, right? Like I'm trying to think of like a good way of communicating this effectively. I usually am good at that, but like if that's too quick, then we can't think. So therefore we will have no consciousness. So there must be something else. There must be something else out there. And there are a lot of people that have different ways of thinking it. But like I said, I thought usually through my like research, I think like, oh, I have it. Like I have it. I figured it out, right? This time I didn't. This time I honestly didn't. I can usually figure it out purely from physics. But it seems as if that there's something within physics that we have not found that contributes to our consciousness, right? It may be our fundamental look on quantum entanglement. So have you guys heard of quantum entanglement at all?
Yes.
I have not.
You have not. Okay, so quantum entanglement basically is when two quantum systems interact, right? They are now coupled. They are now entangled forever, or not forever, but they are now entangled, and you can move them as far as you want, but what happens to one affects the other, right? So let's start with a classical sense, right? So the definition is entanglement arises when we have partial knowledge of the state of two systems, right? So,
Twins.
I guess, right? Or I use two different examples. I brought two different examples for us today. Dom Toretto and cake.
Family.
So
I actually recently saw F9.
Really? So did I.
Did you like it?
Did you like it?
Well, it was kind of late, and I fell asleep.
You're like me. I fell asleep in Black Widow.
Wow. I hate people like you guys.
Not for
Sorry,
too long.
I was
Really?
like tired. I like stayed up for most of it. I just was like.
Have you watched the other movies?
I've seen most of them.
I've only seen F9.
I've seen Fast and Furious 1.
One?
So.
Oh, so you've seen two. You've seen two of them.
So I've seen the beginning and the end.
Oh, wow.
It's really good.
Well, anyway, so I will now describe entanglement in a classical sense, right? Okay. So we have cake, right? Cake can only be a circle or a square, right? So like you have a circular cake right here and you have like a square cake right here. So they aren't really entangled, right? Because if they can be either circle or square, then I see this circle cake. I don't know whether the cake number 2 is going to be a square or a circle, right? So they are not entangled. If you don't have like an assurance of what the other possibility is going to be, they are now detangled or decoherent, right? But when they are entangled, if I have a circular cake, then I automatically know that the cake number 2 is also circular. That is entanglement. Do I need to go over that again? Emery? Gabby?
Me?
Yeah, do I need to go over that again? One more time?
I'm cool.
One more time? Oh, you got it? You got it? Okay. So, like, Dom Toretto, right? Like, Dom Toretto, all iterations of Dom Toretto are, like, extremely entangled because there is a possible Dom Toretto that is all about family and that can beat Thanos with family. And there's also a Dom Toretto out there that actually, doesn't use family and just dies in literally every scene because he's not using the power of family, right? But every time you see Dom Toretto, like, he is like, oh my gosh, family, right? Right? So if I see a Dom Toretto in movie 1, right, this is like very non-scientific, so all my science friends are probably going to be like, oh my gosh, he's terrible, right? But like, I just think it's funny, right? So I see a Dom Toretto in movie 1, like, who is entangled with the Dom Toretto in movie 9, and they are both talking about family. So I've only seen F9. Well, okay, I know he is entangled with F1 Dom Toretto. I know he was probably talking about something about family in those early movies, right? So this is entanglement. Quantum entanglement is basically the same thing, right? So without getting into the nitty-gritty, it seems as if information can travel, information will not travel faster than the speed of light, but it gives the illusion that it does, right? So if I entangle two particles, right, and let's say the particles can either be yellow or, let's do KU's colors, right, which is red and blue, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. So let's say the particles can either be red or blue, and we like smash them up together, right, and they're now entangled. And I send this particle all the way to your new school, but you still have this particle, the other particle in your hand, right? Mm-hmm. So when you look at it, oh, it's blue. Oh, shoot. Now, if they are entangled, you know that the other particle is blue. So, for one, I think quantum entanglement is super crazy, for one. Like, the fact that this kid is, Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, right? Because it seems, but it makes, it like provides the notion that, like, information is traveling faster than the speed of light, because you instantly know that the other thing that may be further than 300,000 meters, like before a second occurs, like, you know that it is a certain thing.
That's how signals work through electrical pulses, right?
Yeah, but those happen at the speed of light. These seem to be quicker. They aren't, but they seem to. So within the brain, our thoughts need to be coherent. This entanglement is the only thing that can keep our thoughts coherent. So I personally believe if we are to find a physics reason for consciousness, then it must be our non-understanding of how entanglement happens, because there are all these things that happen within the brain. There's, things smashing up against each other. There's all these electrical pulses. There's all these thousands upon thousands of interactions per second. You would think that because of that, it would just be a complete decoherence, right? These things would just everything would start to go out of whack. But if we can find like a computational mapping of the entanglement and the detanglement or decoherence, then I actually think, and this is a lot of word mumble, I think if we can track it all, then we actually can map the other universes out there. Yes. Yeah. I just thought that was cool, and I wanted to get that out.
How long do you spend reading on this?
Well, I stayed up. I've kind of... Okay, you want me to be honest?
Yes.
Well, no.
Let me be
lie
honest.
to us, Caleb.
I'm not going to lie. Well, to answer your question, I read on this for about an hour at work, and I read about this for like 2 hours up until like 1:30 last night, and then I did more research on this morning for about another 2 hours, right? Mm-hmm. So a total like 5 hours. But this whole entanglement thing about us mapping the many worlds, that I was like, I'm going to talk about quantum entanglement today. I didn't even relate it to the brain last night or in my research. I was just like, I want to talk about quantum entanglement because I know that's quantum and that's a process, and like we should talk about that. But the fact that it could be mapped, if we map it, it could happen. If we map it, that we could track the many worlds. No, I didn't think about that last night. I just kind of came up with that on the fly while I was talking.
Well, we got to shout out Caleb on this podcast, because these episodes, I'd say the longest one was maybe near 3 hours.
Yeah.
And he already spent more time on research for the podcast than he did actually talking about it. So that just goes to show you can't just read it. You have to spend the time to understand it.
Yes.
Therefore, you'll be able to explain it. Therefore, you'll be able to learn more about it. And therefore.
Yeah.
Therefore.
No.
Right.
Therefore. I mean, so let's get back to our more personal thoughts of it as we close out this. I knew it was going to take it. Are like 47 minutes into this topic, right? So we're going to now round out our consciousness discussion, right? So there are all these different theories out there of what consciousness may be. But at the end of the day, what do I think it is? I think it is something that we have not found out yet because of our misunderstanding of the physical world. I don't believe that humans know enough yet to actually know what consciousness is, right? But I think the main focal point is free will, because I spent a good 1 month of going around just being like, oh, I don't know why I did that. I have no free will, right? And I would literally come at people. I would be like, stop hearing my voice. Stop hearing my voice. Stop hearing my voice. Stop hearing my voice. Well, so our free will is a spectrum. We can't say I have absolute free will, because if I had absolute free will, then if we all had absolute free will, then we would be able to have complete control of our brains, and you guys would be able to
hear you right now.
That was a little joke. Like, yeah. You get it? Like,
right.
Y'all would be able to mute me right now to where y'all can no longer hear me. But you guys literally cannot. Y'all cannot stop me from making myself heard, right? Let my voice roar. But
what, bro?
Sorry.
That's like the third time you've done that this episode, bro. What's up with you?
I don't know. But yeah. So I pose the question to you: where does our free will lie? Where do we actually have control, or do we have control at all?
Well, I obviously think there's like legal aspects, like you can't yell bomb in an airport.
Okay.
So there's like things that we can't do.
Oh, free will limited by the law.
Yeah.
But do you think you have the choice to not say that?
I feel like though a lot of like decisions too rely on like a society too, like
Okay.
like society's views, or if like even if you don't care about that either, like what you want to do to like be so different than everyone else, you know? So there's that aspect. And take it away, Emery.
Well, no. Like, I want to stay on that real quick. So, like, you believe a lot of our decisions have to deal with our environment. Okay. Do you think that our decisions have to do a little bit with like what, like us making like a little person in there, like being like, okay, pull the plug here or not? Okay. And then do you also believe maybe that it has to do with some type of science?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you have completely went through all of everything that those are the three pillars of our ability to choose. It is environment, free will, and biochemistry. So, yeah, good job. But I think that's so interesting. So, like, yeah, I think our decisions are like heavily based on like our environment, though.
So,
go ahead.
A question for you two.
Yeah.
If we do have free will, would you say that's considered a liberty for us? Like, you know how like we're allowed to have what are our liberties that are in like the I'm drawing a blank right now.
You're
bro.
a poli-sci
Freedom
major.
of speech? Like that's
The amendments, the Bill of Rights.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm blanking right now. But like if we do have free will and that's completely agreed upon, do you think it's not morally unjust for us to have laws in place to like limit ourselves?
If we do have free will, is it unjust?
Yeah.
I think the opposite.
Why?
I think if we don't have free will, see, it is and it is not. I think we need the laws regardless for our society to function.
Right.
But I think you could picture it as being unjust if we don't have free will, because if I shoot Emery in the head right now, then I will go on TV crying because I would be like, oh my gosh, this wasn't me. I have been preordained by the Big Bang to shoot Emery in the head on July 15th at 12:53. Right? I have been told.
52. You got 1 minute. Say your last words.
All right. I've been set out by the Big Bang, so the law shouldn't be there. But if I have free will, then the law should be there because you had the right to choose. You didn't have to shoot Emery when he was trying to show off his nice haircut. You should have let him live, right?
Let me not do that or I die.
But yeah, that's my perspective on it.
Okay.
Gabs, what do you think?
I think, I don't know, you guys both raised some pretty good points.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I feel like, so your question is if free will is something that we have, the laws are unjust.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'd say, like, right now, like, do you agree right now that laws are just now?
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
To an extent.
So then we don't have free will.
So then we don't have free will.
Your logical reasoning here is
Me?
Yeah.
No, that question wasn't based on anything I believe in. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Take your time.
Okay.
I have editing powers.
I don't know. Like, I guess if we really had free will, then wouldn't we need, like, I guess more laws?
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely. So
Feel free to do whatever.
the only problem I have, or another problem I have with free will, is the speed in which these processes happen. Right. So like, we don't actually think because I'm seeing the color blue, or we all see the color blue from this hat, or the red on the lightsaber, or like we hear each other, like the fact that we're hearing this, it's happening like super quick. It's it's fast beyond measure. So do we think we can think that fast?
Well, what is that goes into our perception of reality as well.
Yeah.
Because what is blue?
Okay.
How would you describe blue?
Go ahead.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I don't know if this is like stupid or not, but we all see that whole can, and we all agree that it is the color green.
Yeah.
Right. But what if, like, Emery takes what we see as blue, and he sees this blue, and he sees the whole can that color, but he was raised to believe that it was blue, like it was called green.
Yeah.
But he sees blue. But he was like, oh, but that's green because that's what everyone told me that it was. You know
so
what I'm saying?
now you're on, like, you're basically
Like
functioning
that
off the
shade.
environmental, like what we talked about before, like environment, like dictating your perception on reality. Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
See,
What were we talking about?
no, that was a great point. I agree.
But
I think about that all the time.
that's cool
coming with
because if say these colors are different in our perceptions of reality, but we apply those colors to certain objects, wouldn't that say we don't have free will? Because if we could all call a tree green, like the leaves on a tree green, but we all are not seeing that same green, who's to say that these are green in the first place?
That's true.
I agree, my man.
Yeah.
I agree absolutely, and you are lifting me up into my next point.
You raise me up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what? No, what song? What song?
Yeah.
We love singing.
We love
This
singing.
is a musical podcast. Let's
Yeah.
join
I don't
in.
even know what song it's called, but it's just like, you raise me up so I can fly on the
It sounds like a Christian
mountains."
song. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know that song.
Anyway, keep going.
As I was saying, is through evolution, the only reason we perceive this as blue is that a very energetic wavelength of electromagnetic waves, that those wavelengths are, come on, Caleb, let's see, somewhere between 400 and 700 nanometers, right? So these wavelengths that are very, 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 very small, right? The only reason we see it as blue is because that wavelength enters our retina and our brain processes it. It takes that number and it says, okay, this number corresponds to blue. That number corresponds to green. But if there was an alien species out there and they would have to have an inverted view on colors, because the only reason I see blue is because blue is a bit more energetic than green, right? So blue corresponds to more energetic and red corresponds to less energetic, right? So when things go when we think about the accelerated universe, right? When things go away, we talk about it being red shifted. When things come toward us, we talk about it being blue shifted, right? That's the Doppler effect, right? But on that term, if there was an alien species that their perception of color was inverted, so red meant more energetic and blue meant less energetic, then it could be flipped, right? So then it would be, because blue and red are pretty much counterparts, right? So then this lightsaber would be blue and this hat would be red. So it's based off of how our brain machinery processes energetic waves coming in through our retina. Therefore, do we have the free will of telling our brains, I want to invert my color spectrum today? Hell freaking no. So our free will seems, I was just thinking about this, our free will, actually, look at me, I wrote it down. Our free will comes from, it's a certain emergent property, right? So what I wrote down here was cognitive competence evolving over time, right? So we started off through evolution as like, little baby like microorganisms swimming in the water, right? Then we go to these like seals type of things, right? That are like flopping around. Then like we go on land, we go our legs, like over time, over millions upon billions upon all these years, right? Just like competence, right? Like we stack, we get smarter and smarter, just stacking and stacking. Then we get to apes and primates, right? We stack a little bit more. Boom! Now we're able to talk to each other and talk on a podcast, right? You don't see an ape right here talking about ooh, ah. Like we're stacking these competences upon each other. So maybe the lower, this is purely evolutionary biological, right? The lower competences, they don't have, like, that is our conscious function that we can't control. Seeing certain colors, hearing and not being able to choose whether I can hear or not, right? But the extra layer is where we may have, that may be the function of our choice. So the extra consciousness that we have above monkeys and lizards, that may be our ability to choose whether to eat spaghetti or burgers. That could be
spaghetti.
Really? What would you choose?
I was actually thinking about that. Spaghetti does sound pretty good right now.
Really?
Spaghetti.
I don't know. I have to be in the mood to eat a burger.
I don't think I would have spaghetti with meatballs right now, though. Just spaghetti.
Just spaghetti? No meatballs?
I'm not feeling meatballs right now. Yeah.
You eat spaghetti?
Cheese? Parmesan cheese?
All the Parmesan cheese. I'm a cheese man. Cheese is my favorite food, actually.
You like cheese?
I like Parmesan cheese.
Are you Italian?
No.
No? Your last name kind of sounds like
Lusto. It's actually French, but I'm not even French.
Oh, Lusto.
Yeah, wait, not French.
I am
Jamaican.
half Mexican.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Si.
You said half Mexican?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know Spanish other than si?
No. No,
I guess that's Spanish.
Well,
I actually work in a Mexican restaurant, and I have learned a lot. Like frijoles is beans. So
I didn't know that.
Look out. Lechuga is lettuce. Queso.
Where do you work?
Cheese.
Where do you work?
I work at Peppers.
Where's Peppers?
It's in Fleming Island, actually.
Wow.
Both of my jobs are in Fleming, so I'm always like driving over there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're also. This is what we're supposed to tell the people. I know the answer to your other job, but yeah, you tell the people what your other job is.
Well, I work at a Mexican restaurant, and then I am a gymnastics coach.
Wow.
So does that mean you can perform the gymnastic acts?
I can do a couple things on a couple of the apparatuses, yes.
Oh, nice. That's what I like to hear. So, yes, Gaby is the most athletic person in this room.
So I might be flexible enough to eat my own foot.
Try.
Tracking back to that one.
Yeah,
try.
Theory. Okay.
No, you don't.
No, I was kidding.
I was gonna do it.
Side
I don't
note,
think
though,
I am.
show the viewers your shoes. I don't know if this
Oh
was
my
intended.
gosh, yes.
No,
Put them on the
yours
table.
too.
Oh, yeah. So me and Gaby are matching today, actually. So I'm wearing Jordan 1 Storm Blues. And Gaby is
bad boys.
Yes, those
threes.
are Jordan 3s. And I don't know if they're also called Storm Blues, but it is the same colorway.
Nice kicks.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I have Sperry's.
Yeah.
We didn't even plan this.
Sperry's.
We didn't even plan this, right? But yeah, no, me and Gaby we're matching for this.
Yeah, like
super cool.
they usually when we enter the recording studio, people enter through the garage, and I open the garage, and I saw 2 sets of matching shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? What is this?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. But yeah, so when is your last day working?
August 7th.
Dang.
So like the day right before.
Wow. My last day working is July 31st. Though I give myself a whole month before I go. But
I know I should give myself more time, but
would you mind if we went to Peppers while you work there?
Guys, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Yo, you busy today, bro?
I'll serve you guys
I am not really.
Free queso. I'll give you free queso.
Wait, where are you working today?
Boom.
I work at the gym today.
Dang.
I know.
Can we come do some flips?
Probably the next time I'll work at Peppers. Probably Monday, maybe.
I'll send you a DM. Even though we're talking about it now,
because Friday.
I'll send you a DM so you will remember, and then you'll send us a schedule, and me and Emery will go to Peppers.
Okay.
Maybe bring some homeboys.
Plan.
Yeah.
Give you guys some business.
Is the food good?
It's good. I will tell you. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of expensive.
Is it hot though? Is it like peppery?
Kind of expensive.
Like the name's Peppers
like
and all.
the portions are good.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get full.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like $15 for your meal.
Okay.
Yeah, Fleming Island.
Like 15,
yeah.
I know.
Them prices up there.
But what was your? Oh, there's not a lot of spicy. I mean, there's spicy things, but there's not a lot of spicy things.
Yeah.
Well,
why is their name Peppers then?
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's, I don't know.
It should be named
It's
Mild.
named Peppers.
Milds.
Peppers Mexicana Cocina Tequila Bar and Grill.
Whoa, damn.
Oh wow. So Peppers.
Peppers for
is
short. Yeah.
Well, our gift to you for coming on this show
is business.
Is business. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yes. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The fact that you work 2 jobs, like, uber inspiring, and the fact that you're working all up until like the time you need to go, like, dude.
Saving up that college money.
Yes.
Wait.
I actually am. Yes.
Okay. We're gonna get to Gabby. We're gonna get back to you. Have we put a bow on this consciousness discussion?
I think we need to tie it up.
You need to tie it up?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a few more
does
questions
it,
I want to
like-
ask you.
Okay.
So should we tie it up first or ask Gabby more questions?
This show is about Gabby because, every guest episode that we have, I know you guys, like, me and Caleb beautiful and all, but you guys must get tired of seeing just us. So
Oh, yeah.
Gabby is the spotlight of this episode.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and wrap it all up.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
get to her.
So let's tie the bow on consciousness, right? Let's see. Is there a poetic way I can put this? I usually like ending my science topics in a poetic fashion, right? Yeah. Anyway,
got one.
yeah. Okay, go ahead. I was actually
Roses are red. Oh,
shut up.
I have
go ahead.
one.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have free will, but do you?
Good job. Yeah, I guess.
Wait.
Well, thank you.
Snaps for the poem.
In another multiverse, we're snapping with our left hands.
Yes.
But, and to that point, I think the science of consciousness is, because people talk about the father of all sciences being physics, and I do believe that to be so. And lots of people, especially cosmologists, they will look at the universe in its totality, right? They will look at how did our universe begin and how it will end as our most significant task for physics. A lot of people believe it to be the theory of everything. We need to get everything to describe everything we're doing on an equation that is the length of an inch, right? But to us, I think the most culturally and like right now significant field of study is the science of consciousness. I think relevant is the word I was looking for, right? I think that this is so important, which is why like a lot of the things I want to do have to deal with consciousness, dealing with BCIs and stuff like that, right? I think consciousness is so important just from the fact that it is literally the functional backing to everything that is happening today, right? Everything that we perceive, everything that is human, right? Because we talk about what is human a lot. And one of the most fundamental points of what is human is this consciousness. What distinguishes alive from death, right? Is there an afterlife? We haven't even gotten to get to that, right? Is there an afterlife? That may deal with consciousness. Is there many worlds out there that, there's a world where right now Gabby has blonde hair eating spaghetti while I'm saying this, right? Or burger, right? all of these things, there are so many gifts that studying consciousness can give us. I think that it is like absolutely paramount that, we start getting people to start tackling this issue.
Have you ever thought, I know we're trying to wrap this up.
Yeah.
But have you ever thought of how the concept that everyone, everywhere, throughout time, like in the past and in the future, are all existing in their own existences right now?
Oh, shoot. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to talk about.
Oh, is that something else?
No, that's what I meant to talk about. When I said, remember when I was like, I can't remember what I have to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah. So that is an interesting. Thank you. Wait, what did you say?
I said he read.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, the Enlightened Connection. But, no, absolutely. So 2 points on that, actually. There is, like, well, see, the problem with that, okay, yes. 3 things. Mm-hmm. 1, you could be absolutely wrong due to quantum uncertainty. 2, if there is this Newtonian sense or a deterministic sense, which is like Newtonian or many worlds, that everything is set out and it'll evolve due to a certain equation, right? That there will be a defined future, but it's just maybe one of these many possible worlds, then yes, that could be true. But maybe we could have an entire landscape of time. Maybe God is one that sees the entire landscape of time in places and influence at individual points in time, right? So that could be it. And then the other one is that these many worlds could all exist right now, right? All these worlds that, I was talking about Gaby with the blonde hair eating spaghetti, or me deciding to stretch out my neck and eat my foot right here that's off camera, those could all be layered on top of each other. We can't see it because, we are so limited human beings, right? But we could literally all be sitting in the same seat right now. There is a universe where I'm actually sitting in Emery's seat. Gaby is sitting right there on the table, and Emery is, laying across the floor, right? There's all these different ways we could think about it. But, yes, we could all be layered on top of each other because when different waves interact, right? Superposition is honestly one of the coolest things. So when waves interact with each other, superposition is when the displacement of wave oscillations combine to form one big or destruct to make a null oscillation, right? So these waves combine. So like imagine 2 troughs like coming towards each other, and the 2 troughs meet up and they make a super big wave. I'm still trying to talk into the mic. They make a super big wave, but as the waves move past each other, it is as if nothing ever happened. So that could be us. Our waves, my beautiful mind. Since our wave functions are no longer coherent with each other, since we are no longer entangled with each other, and that there are now many worlds out there, they could just be, the waves could be moving amongst each other. These could be individual universes. They could be sliding across each other. But it is as if nothing is happening because we do not have that coherence, right? We are completely now decohered and separated from other waves that we can no longer interact with another universe out there. But we are layered on top of each other.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
Well, we said we would wrap it up, and then we'll just keep deeper and deeper.
Yes. Deeper and deeper and deep. Y'all know that song?
You listen to rap?
Yeah. I can mumble to rap.
You can mumble to rap? Do you know...
that's all rap is nowadays.
Y'all know... You know Wants and Needs by Drake and Lil Baby?
Sing it for us.
I got demons in my life. Amen. I'm for the full, but let me a threesome.
My secret. Little fishies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Time to put the cap on. You know Straightening by Amigos?
See for me.
Ain't nothing but a little bit straightening.
Stream of straightening. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
That's about right.
Wow, right. Dude, you're so cool. I'm so glad you came. I did not expect, honestly, really your music. Secret fishies. I honestly thought you just like were a country music type of person.
No.
Really?
Expansive.
I do like one country song, and it's called...
Only one?
It's
Baby,
called,
you're a song.
Nope.
You make me want to roll my windows down and cruise.
in a little hometown. If you... No, the country song that I like is called Gaby L, and that's my name.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's a bit narcissistic.
A little bit. No, I listen to, I don't
Truck,
listen to country.
yeah, I want to get it jacked up. Y'all don't know Truck, yeah?
I know one that's like, the one that's like, it's like that love song, and it's like, it's like, the perfume, speechless, standing there in that black.
Nope.
Okay.
Not ringing
Nope.
no bells.
All right, fine, yes.
Oh, you know what? I have a good topic.
Okay.
We haven't done this topic on the Enlightened Brothers before. What is the greatest song of all time? Or what is your favorite song of all time? And as you say that song, you must sing the song.
Okay.
All right.
I can start.
Yeah.
Recently, I always listened to Daft Punk.
Mhm.
You know, back in my Minecraft gamer days,
I know what he's gonna
remember I would put on some YouTube and like search up some harder, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
And just like build some Minecraft houses to that music.
Yeah.
I recently got back into them because they split up, which made me really sad.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like when you find that, I've always known about them, but you find that artist, right? Like when you hear about them like dying or something like that. If I kind of felt like that. They're not dead, but they're gone. So my recent favorite song by them is Touch.
Oh, I was about to play Instant Crush. Touch.
Instant. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Touch
on
is
the same album.
Touch is your favorite. Okay.
Yeah. I can't really sing that.
You can't?
But
Let's
the
hear
best part, my favorite part of the song goes like, nah, 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 nah.
Good job, Emery.
Yeah. I need some water. Kind of broke up right there.
A little parched.
It's not like it's just a beautiful song. It's something you could go to sleep to.
Oh,
what I'm saying?
Nice.
Don't play the beginning. You got to skip to like the end. That song's like 8 minutes long.
Yeah, it is. Okay, this is the part here. Yeah.
I do like that. That's
I like
fun.
it.
Just unlock some deeper thinking for me.
Gabby, your turn. Wait, you have to leave by 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we running out of time? Okay.
Yeah. It's 1:15.
Right now, my favorite song.
You don't have to talk fast.
It's from a musical.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Waitress.
Waitress.
What musical?
It's called Waitress.
Oh, the musicals.
Oh, my sister.
meant the song.
My sister listens.
It's
to
called the song is called "She Used to Be Mine." It's like kind of sad. I'm not anything.
Bro.
Like I used to be.
I like this song.
It's like, I mean, obviously it has to do with the play.
Yeah.
It's about.
Yeah.
But it's like a really good song. I like it.
You're
And
a
then she
really
hits, like,
good
this-
singer.
Yeah.
From
Oh,
the little
thanks.
I've heard.
You can sing for real.
I don't know if you need to be doing theater. Maybe become the next Adele.
Yeah. I'm not ready to make a judgment on the best song of all time. I'll have to think about
Of
that.
all time?
Yeah, but
that's nowhere close.
songs that I don't know. I have a lot of recency bias with the music I really enjoy. The song that I play every morning, and it slows me down a little bit, is Mama Used to Say by Junior. I got this song from NBA 2K like 15 or 14, like something back in the day, and I used to not think of anything of it. But like it just slows me down. So like I played it in the beginning of a podcast before, but y'all can listen to the lyrics. The other one is Human Nature by Michael Jackson. I really like both of those.
Wait, is this one go like Young Man something?
Take your time, young man.
Yeah.
But it's too long of an intro. For like a minute. And Mama used to say, take your time, young man. And Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old.
I have a couple others
Yeah.
that actually have words.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to Say by Chance the Rapper.
Mm.
Same Guy by Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Sunflower, that's always going to be in my top 5.
And you
by
left
Post
in the dust. Unless I stuck by ya. You're a sunflower. And then your love would be too much. Ooh.
Something you just can't refuse.
Yeah.
You wanna ride me like a cruise.
Okay.
And I'm trying to lose. Yeah.
And you left in the dust.
Hey.
Unless I stuck by ya. You're a sunflower. You're a sunflower.
That's good, guys.
Yeah, I love that song. That is a really good song. Yeah. I like I'm Ready by Jaden. That's another Spider-Man. It's like the Miles
I
Morales
listen
song.
to Lecrae too.
Yeah, This Is My Time is a good one. Yeah. I don't know. The Spider-Man soundtracks are always so cool.
Facts.
What are other really good songs out there, bro?
A lot.
What's another song that you like?
Okay, so I listen to the radio a lot.
Okay.
And my go-to station is 96.1.
Okay.
It's the most music for your workday.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, it goes to Delilah. Do you guys know who that?
Mm-mm.
Hey there,
Like
Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
Like that girl, like.
Mm-mm.
No.
I've never heard of her.
Slow down and love someone with Delilah. You guys
That's
never.
a radio station?
Okay, yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's cool though.
Okay, well sometimes she's really annoying. And I'm like Delilah, chill. But sometimes she plays bangers. Okay, she plays really good songs.
That's cool.
It's like,
I need to listen to
like
radio
it's kind of
more
like
often.
older songs.
Okay.
But have you guys ever heard? I think it's called Manic Monday, or it's just another Manic Monday. It's kind of like an old song, but I like it. Like it comes on a lot in the morning.
You know who it's made by?
I think. I have no idea. I don't know. But it's really good. And it's like hold on. It's like. It's just another Manic Monday. Dun-na. I wish it was Sunday.
That sounds nice. Though.
That's cool.
It's a
Should I play it?
Yes, play it.
Okay.
It makes me, I don't know.
Makes
Even
you
if,
happy?
like, I'll be listening to it on a Thursday. And I'm
Oh.
like, it's just another man. And I'm like screaming on the top
By
of
the
my
Bangles?
Probably.
The Bangles.
Sounds.
They should play that only on Mondays.
I know, right? Yeah, this is it.
Wait, I feel like I heard this before, though.
It kind of reminds me of Mario.
This instrumental's nice.
It reminds me of, like, intros to, like, shows. Like
Yeah,
Cobra
reminds
Kai.
me
Cobra Kai.
I love Cobra Kai.
Yo, really?
Anyway.
Yeah, Cobra Kai is one of my favorite shows. Yo!
Hey.
Banger.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I
only know the chorus.
You just put me on.
Okay, I like this. This is a short song. I know it's 3 minutes. Harmony.
Won't get paid. Hey.
What? Huh?
The days that was already made. Everyone.
Yeah.
It's just another Manic Monday.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
It was
the
Sunday.
Okay. Hey.
Monday.
Fun day.
Okay.
I don't have to run day.
Nick Monday.
Oh,
That's a nice song.
that's heat.
It's a
That
good
is
one.
Put us
heat.
on.
That is heat. I need to add that to my
Do
playlist.
y'all see Gabby's energy just reverberating around the room?
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
bring
like
it to
we're
us.
outside, so there's like nothing for it to bounce off of, but like still.
We're sweaty and everything out here. I have like a fat playlist. I like a lot of songs. Changes by Tupac is a really good song that I've listened to lately.
I Ain't Mad at You by Tupac. I like that
Oh,
song.
you like that one?
Have you heard Cruel Summer by Bananarama?
Oh, I think I have that one. Do I have that one?
We used it as an intro one
It's
time.
a cruel summer. It's a cruel summer.
Wait, scroll up.
Yeah. I have like a lot of songs in here.
I like this one. Killing Me Softly.
Oh my God.
my pain with his fingers. I sing this in the shower, bro.
Singing my life with his words. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Telling my whole life with his words. Killing me softly with his song.
I played a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And then
was this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers. Yeah, singing my life with his words. Yeah. Okay, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly. Yo,
with his song.
Look
Give
at
it
look,
up
look.
for Gaby,
oh my
bro.
gosh, look what you brought to the podcast. Look at that. Because we knew we were going to sing later. I didn't know you had a library like that.
Look at her.
You have a library.
What was she saying at the beginning about confidence?
No.
See?
You see that vocal range?
Look at that.
Oh my
you
goodness.
get it, bro. You get it, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, guys.
This is
You
why
made me blush.
this is why I wish like we started recording so much earlier, so like we could have Gaby on like more times. Hopefully, like if you have time, hopefully we can honestly get you in like another time before you have to
I
head
would
out.
love to.
Yes. Just a whole singing episode. Just
All right,
only
perfect.
singing.
Oh,
no
she did
podcast
say
Karaoke.
this. She said this before we began. We forgot to.
Yeah.
She wanted to be included in the iconic episode yell.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Wait. What is this?
We're gonna is 25. Okay. All right, ready? We're gonna do it all together, right?
Wait. Okay.
Oh no, actually no. I'll start it off.
Wait.
Oh no, you
Wait.
started. You're gonna say.
Wait. No.
Yeah, episode 25, baby.
Baby. Let's go.
So
Okay.
you're gonna say.
No, you start off.
You want me to start it
yeah.
off? Okay.
When are we joining in?
Just follow my lead. You'll
Okay.
know.
All right. Okay.
We're gonna read. Okay, ready? Episode
25,
baby. Let's go! Let's freaking get it,
Hells
man.
to the yeah.
Heck yeah.
Woo!
All right, so since we're like
25.
we're laying back and relaxing a little bit, but I'm about to pee myself.
Okay.
So do you
Okay.
guys want to continue the podcast until I get back? I'll run, or do you want to take a break?
We'll continue it.
All right.
I see.
All right. Enlightened.
Let's see what you guys talk about. We are
Enlightened
back.
brother sister duo. We've never had this before. Switch to that seat real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right. There's no guest here.
No guest.
All right. Moving on. Caleb's about to take a piss, and excuse my language.
It's totally fine. He's got a piss.
Yeah, he's got to piss. So we had 2 more topics, newsworthy topics
Oh, boy.
for today.
Okay.
First one was the Kremlin paper leak. Have you heard about like Russia helping out Donald Trump in his presidency, all that before?
Yes.
Apparently, it's
Little bit
been
of
actually
conspiracy.
confirmed through a document leak that this indeed happened. These documents are called the Kremlin Papers, and they basically went over that in 2016, Russia was trying to help Donald Trump win the presidential election because they thought that he would like throw America into like social unrest, which we did see at the end of his presidency with like the Capitol storming and all that. And basically, they I don't know how they manipulated it, but they did help Donald Trump because they did a psych analysis on Donald Trump, and then they said that he was like arrogant. He always jumped to conclusions, and he would generally say things in public regardless of like what he was told to say. As I'm sure you saw in like many of his conferences and public speaking events, Donald Trump could say some crazy stuff without care for the whatever's going to happen afterwards, the consequences. So what do you think about that?
I guess I'm not really surprised.
Did you wash your hands, bro?
Okay.
Nice.
Hold up. Let me scoot back into my guest chair.
What are you talking about?
Talk about the Kremlin paper leak.
Kremlin.
I'll
You
go
actually
over
brought
it
up a
again.
new topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to fill me in. I don't know what we're talking about.
What are your
That's right
thoughts
here.
about this? Like, did you, like, you heard about this situation before, right? Like on the news.
Yeah.
Did you think it like had any like anything to it that actually made it true? Did you think it actually held any basis when
I
you
guess-
initially heard about it?
I mean, I probably didn't think too much about it. I was probably like,
Yeah, me neither.
interesting.
I
okay.
literally just saw this on Twitter. I'm like, whoa, it's actually confirmed.
Oh yeah.
All right, Caleb. So basically, the Kremlin Papers were leaked, which kind of outline how in the 2016 presidential election, Donald Trump indeed did receive help from Russia. And it said that Vladimir Putin.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
He said like they were holding some Russian secret conferences, whatever have you. Just think of like Russians in a dark room, and they basically like did a psychoanalysis on Donald Trump and said that to achieve their goals in like Moscow, he would be very helpful to them if he won the presidency in America. So they said that Donald Trump, he was like arrogant. He always rushed to conclusions. He'll say whatever he wants in public, which I think it was a pretty accurate analysis.
What are you saying that Donald Trump is a Russian spy?
That was good, bro.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Very good, my friend.
Didn't wash my hands. I'm messing. I did.
Oh.
But no, I think no. That okay. Well, now I see why Gaby was like, this is shocking. That's just shocking. To think that people are playing a part in our elections. It's not the best.
Yeah. Did it say like how they?
No, not to what I saw, but it said like definitely like it was confirmed through whatever sources they have. I'll trust their sources. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be fake news.
Oh yeah, for real. Well, Gaby, like
Yes.
All right, I don't know if you're comfortable saying it or not. Like me and Emery have, but how do you politically lean?
Okay. First of all, I'm a Democrat.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie. I need to start getting more
politically active.
Yes, because in my history class, we would have debates about like current events and stuff, and people would bring like politics into it, and I would be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I know, like, I've seen enough to know that I'm a Democrat.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, interesting. So how do you feel about us?
I will say,
I'm editing that out. I was just doing that for shock factor. I was completely kidding.
when I took a little test.
Yeah.
And I would like say what I was gonna be, whatever.
Yeah.
Like what I identify as. Okay, I actually have a question for you. What is it? Maybe you guys will know this. There's
socially left.
Something that's called. It's not like that. It's not like the left or right, but it's like it has a name. And it's
libertarian.
A little bit. But that's not the name I'm thinking of. Not a liberal, but like, I don't know. It's called something.
What does it mean? You're in the middle?
But I personally probably not in the middle. Maybe a little bit more left. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your left and rights.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Okay. But I don't know if this is bad to say. I didn't think Trump or Biden were great options to begin with.
No, that's not bad to say.
Okay.
That's plenty of people.
Consensus.
Most people believe that. Most people believe that.
Those two options kind of.
So how many days are you giving him? 90? Till he
Oh no. That is disgusting.
Maybe seconds I'm gonna give him. Like
seconds.
That guy is.
What time is it, bro?
1:33.
Maybe.
R.I.P. Joe Biden. Hey.
I don't know.
We have 12 minutes left, by the way.
Special guy.
Okay.
Yeah, your dad said he had a Zoom, but wow, I was kidding. You took it and ran with it.
It's a sweet old man.
Well, so how far do you think you're gonna take your theater aspirations? Do you see yourself in Hollywood one day?
I want to, yeah.
So you
like an A-list actor.
You can't
stay like Broadway or any of that.
I don't. I want to do behind the camera.
Oh really?
Acting, not so much live. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like television, not Broadway.
Oh, I could see that.
Definitely.
With Jinx.
Yeah.
But to be, you have to be liberal, so you're already on the right track. Perfect. All of Hollywood is.
Yeah, and you have to be prepared to sell your soul because.
I know.
Yeah, so
that's another thing.
How keen are you to drinking kid blood?
And eating kid feet. I know you said you'd eat your own feet, but kid feet.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway there. I don't know. I guess I'll have to. I don't know.
So you don't know. So okay, what's your favorite TV show?
Oh God, I watch way too much TV.
Or if you could be on any show, what would it be?
Or a movie, any cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this isn't really a show with any girls in it.
What is it?
One of my favorite movies is called White House Down.
So if you had to drink baby blood to be the lead role on White House Down or whatever role, would you do it?
If I had to buzz cut my hair to get a role, I would do that.
Okay.
We said baby
That's
blood.
what you're asking.
No,
I'm
baby
I
blood.
want to avoid that question.
You want to? Why do you want to avoid? So you
That's
don't
a
believe?
weird question.
You don't believe that everybody in Hollywood's drinking baby blood?
I don't believe that.
Oh man, you're out of the loop, bro.
You're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
No, that's like one of the big conspiracies that like
All right,
Hollywood.
you got the
is
role.
Like
Now here's your jug.
Yeah. Here's a jug. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, well we have 9 minutes left on this episode. How do we want to spend that time? Don't no pressure because Gabby's coming back before August 8th. Yeah, you were recently on a trip. Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I went to Hawaii.
Wow. Okay.
It was fun.
With who?
My mom and my 3 siblings.
Oh my gosh, you have 3 siblings. Who? You don't have to say who they are, but what kind of like boy, girl, age?
What kind are they? I have 2 older sisters and a twin brother.
Okay.
Twin
Twin brother?
What?
Wait, do I?
He got held back in first grade, so
Oh,
you probably
okay.
wouldn't have met him.
Okay.
Oh, kind of a manifest situation.
What age?
Yes.
Are you guys
Yes.
spoiling the show?
No.
That's a plot point.
What age are your sisters?
My oldest sister is 21. My second oldest sister is 20. And then me and my brother are both 17. But we turn 18 August 10th.
Oh, nice.
So
August 10th is your... Oh, wow.
Wow.
I was about to say the most flagrant joke of all time, but I do not think I can say it right now.
What?
I thought you were older than me. You gave
Your
older
parents,
sister
there's
vibes.
a... Can I say something without you getting mad?
Yeah, sure.
There's not much age gap between you and your siblings. So that means 21 years ago.
However, I can say that they I don't know if that's great in a relationship because they are divorced now. And but yeah, they had fun while it lasted. I can agree with that. All right. Anyway,
They're getting work.
your parents.
What the hell, bro?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
What, bro?
Episode 25,
Baby, let's go.
I thought I was wild, bro. What the heck, bro?
Is there any way I can get that in the episode with just bleeping a few things? Or does that have to be completely cut?
Who knows?
I don't know. I want to get that in. That was a funny joke, but I don't think
Oh, what's our time?
we have 6 minutes left. Well, because your dad has a Zoom at 2.
Yeah, but you know what happens at the end of every episode.
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Give me a beat, bro.
Oh. Me?
No. Oh.
Okay, I can't hold it. I can't keep it going.
All right. No, we want to use
Manufactured beats.
Okay, we'll go on YouTube. Are you gonna rap, Gabby?
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Oh.
Oh shoot, my fault. All right, I'm starting the beat in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Never, never, never change.
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah. Let me talk to you, baby girl.
Okay. Yeah.
Drive fancy cars, go to fancy bars, just to look at all the lights and the stars. Yeah. And I'm hanging with you, and you hanging with me, and we're gonna be together forever, you know. Caleb, that is my bro, and Gabby, she is cool too, and she likes eating her toes. Yeah. And I'm kind of spitting right now.
Straight
and I'm
fire.
kind of go crazy right now.
Yeah.
Straight
I'm
fire.
Like you said, yeah. Like I said, yeah. Miss Parker, together forever. We so clever. We get in together, yeah.
What?
Never
we spit.
change.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Never change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never change.
Yeah. Ooh, together forever, sliding forever. That's what we do. What we go through is the best. No test, just together. Yeah, through thick and thin. Yeah, thick and thin. Yeah. Always. Oh man, I can't find a rhyme with thin. Yeah. On my chin. Yeah. Something grin. Yeah. I got a grin. Yeah. When I see you. Yeah. Over there. Yeah. Looking so fine. Yeah. Looking so kind. Yeah. You are my kind of girl. Yeah. Yeah. Together.
And it's kind of hot to be wearing a sweater. Yeah.
True.
But this weather, my favorite weather. Yeah.
Facts.
And whether or not you agree with that, you are.
Bro.
Yeah.
Never change.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Never change. Yeah.
Never change, never change.
Never change.
Never ever change.
Gabby's turn
Am
to
I-
go crazy. Let me see what you got. Please go brazy.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
for that intro.
Yeah.
It's been fun
Yeah.
sitting here talking about consciousness and universes when we're walking through those universes.
You were on beat though.
Both fists on the table.
Yeah.
Huh?
Elliot also on the table.
Yeah. What?
Just describe your surroundings. Yeah. Describe your surroundings.
What?
No, I'm never
Hey.
frowning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to grinding.
Yeah.
We get to shining like
Yeah.
the stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
We going very far.
Yeah.
Me and my crew. Yeah,
Yeah.
we going very far. Yeah. To the moon.
Yeah.
To the moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Gru. Yeah.
Yeah.
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green like money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet like honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green like
Hey.
money. Yeah.
Hey.
Episode
Hey.
21.
Hey.
That's my fave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I'm chilling with
Yeah.
my bae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the most that we ever heard him rap. But I think it's time that we get back to the episode so we can close it out. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm about. Yeah. And we're about to close it out. We're about to end this thing. Yeah. And then bells, you gonna hear them ring. Yeah. Episode 25. Out.
Yeah.
Word.
And there's 30.
Oh,
There's 30 seconds left in the beat. We always go to the end of the beat.
Oh, my bad.
My fault, bro.
Out.
Yeah.
Back in.
Out.
Back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Out.
Back in. Yeah.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. No, I'm never doing right. Yeah, chilling with my boy Flight, killing all night. Yeah, and we going. Yeah, and we sliding. Yeah, 15 seconds. Yeah, spit something. Spit something. Yeah,
And I'm spitting right now. Yeah, I'm winning right now. And I'm killing right now. Because you know I just did it right now. And I'm doing it. I don't need a beat
Doing it.
because you know that I am
He's
killing
doing
it.
it.
Reeling it.
right
Hey.
now, right now. Mic drop. Claps up for all three of us. Amazing.
This has been an excellent episode. And I might be a Gaby stan now. I think I'm a bit biased.
Oh, really?
This is a great episode.
Oh man, no,
Yay.
I've enjoyed it so much. So as we wrap this out, this is to me it's really special because like, you know, you think about like your past, right? And like, you know, there's like elementary friends and like, you know, people leave and like you were one of those people for me. Like I was friends with you back like since like really little kid days, right? And then like you went off to another school, but like we always like had each other on social media and just like seeing you from a distance. It was just like awesome to like see you and like everybody grow up. And now that you're here, it's just like it feels so awesome to like reconnect and like have this bonding experience between the three of us. And like these moments are honestly is just what you cherish in life. This is what makes life special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out my OG Alaska homies. If y'all watching this, I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw,
yeah.
nice.
But okay, we really do have to get out of here. But Gaby, is there anything else you want to say now until you come back on the show?
I want to thank you guys. This has been really
course.
fun, and it's been good to like get to know you guys better too, and like see you from after a long time.
Yeah.
See you, get to know you. So thank you for that, and thank you for this time here today on the show.
Thank you
It's
for
been great.
coming on, Gaby.
Yes. Absolute gratitude. And absolute gratitude that should point to you know, I'm hinting to the next episode, that episode 26. All right. So if you're listening to this point, then you have a good key onto what episode 26 will be about.
You know what we haven't done in a mad long time?
What?
Gabby, give us a secret message.
Oh my gosh, yes. Secret message.
To put in the secret. She looks scared.
Say a secret message for anybody listening right now to comment.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I was actually thinking about this.
Yeah.
A secret message, like someone will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or they say it, they comment it below.
If they're watching to this point.
Yeah. If they watched it at this point, they will comment it below.
Okay. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You heard it here. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
When I hear that, where did I really get ferocious?
Yeah. We're not rapping no more, bro.
Yeah. A little bit get precocious.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me some
attitude.
Give me yeah, she put some sass on it. All right. Anyway, man. As usual, this has been an amazing. Actually, no, not as usual, because this episode stands above.
Unusually.
This is an unusually great episode. This was amazing. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, just we could keep talking, right? So let's just close it now.
Yeah.
Remember to like, subscribe if you are comment. Sorry, if you are listening to the audio version. Hop yourself over to YouTube, give a nice little like, comment, and a subscribe. Put us on post notifications. And aside from that, I am truly grateful for everyone listening and for the people standing next to me.
We really love you guys. We can't express it enough. We say it at the beginning. We say it at the end. Maybe I could dang. I'm talking for too long. I can't talk no more.
Yeah.
Maybe sprinkled in the middle a bit there.
Yeah.
But just you guys are awesome. Welcome Gabby to the Enlightened family. And we hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.
Peace out, y'all.
Adios.
Bye.
Good episode.